Alright, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakwadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles of GMS. I want to say peace, blessings, salutations to Yakim, the Akwaf tuning in, and you Israelite foreigners that are scattered, waiting, fighting, striving for the return of our Lord. This is a video that pretty much shows you the state of these women, starting with the old and the young. These old women not teaching the young women anything, which is complete contrary to the scriptures. And you would think, because majority of these women call themselves Christians, and just showing you that the Christian church has failed our people, because majority of these women have been to church, went to church, but clearly, they show this is what is broadcasted to the younger. So I'm gonna let the video play, then I'm gonna bring forth scriptures.
This video, and I'm going to speak on this. Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Also, make sure you have all of your notifications on. You don't want to miss when I drop a new video here. But Aloring sent this video in, and she wanted to discuss how old 304s continue to tell younger generations of women that we don't need a man, we don't need to know how to be a wife, because degrees will replace both. While also trying to attract this.
See that? Degrees, because what master schools will replace both. Money will replace both. How can you do anything on your own? Let me get that real quick. I watched the video. I forgot about that part. So let me get that real quick. Men should be lovers. I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna get another one. So 2 Timothy 2, 3, and 2. For men shall, matter of fact, let me get the, hold on. So 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also that in the last day, perilous time shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So for this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women, laden with sins, led away with diverse lust. And, it tells you in the scriptures that, in order to go into a strong home, you have to first tie the strong man. So since the men are destroyed, they broke the image of the man down. Now the so-called white man is what? He has taken, and this is fully describing the man. And woman too. And then it goes into, how Esau has pretty much gone into, to these houses, set up these fake-ass pastors, these fake-ass churches, and they pump this religion into these women. Because, again, starting with Big Mama, Big Mama going to them church houses. Then she taught her daughter. I forgot the order of the generations. You had the bait. Matter of fact, I got it still lined up. Bear with me one moment. Here it is. Sanaki. So you had I don't know if I remember okay, we had the baby boomers, Generation X, millennials, and Generation Z. Now, starting with baby boomers and then going into Generation X, that was a heavy legislations and decrees that went out. The integration, civil rights. They even had they tried to slip. I think they even tried to slip a so-called black woman in there as a president, even during those times. Um, Planned Parenthood, feminism, a lot of things came out in this year, and then through the baby boomers and the Generation X bred the millennials, and that was the era really when the drugs came in, the breaking down of the image of the man came in, Superfly, so forth, black exploitation, and now what you see now in Generation Z. And now these older women that has came from, your grandmother might probably from baby boomers or Generation X. Now your mom came from Generation X, our mothers. Cause I believe my mom I think my mom was born in the 60s. I can't remember, be honest with you. Generation X, the millennials, your aunties, so forth, and now the Generation Z. And this is what's going on. So through these generations was all in those church houses, as you can see. And Esau had them church pastors all, had those big mama, your mother, and your aunties. And then a fluctuous of different organizations, religions came forth. And now, the times that we're living in now, this is what you see. Bear with me one moment.
If you're an entrepreneur and you're currently building your brand, I have some serious news for you. If you haven't, also trying to attract the same younger generation of men by competing with them through their bedroom abilities and knowing how to do things they fail to teach your granddaughters and or daughters. So yeah, real quick, let's go ahead and talk about that. The video shows what's supposed to be an older woman who's popping her thought pocket, trying to get the attention of younger men, while also saying how she'll cater to him, fix him a plate, cook him food and everything, basically telling them that she's a better fit, saying the young girls, they not on nothing because they don't know nothing. Ask yourself, why is it that they don't know anything? Short answer, because no one taught them. I can't play it here, but I'll leave the link below. You can check it out yourself. Talked about the situation with Larsa Pippen and others, and told young women you have to watch out for these old 304s. They are the ones sabotaging the younger women, feeding bad information or not giving up information at all.
I remember not too long ago, Kevin Samuels had a panel open, and he had nothing but so-called black women on there, and he asked them a question. He asked them who were their role models, who was their feminine role models, and they all described masculine women, or they didn't even describe any woman to look up to. And a lot of them. One thing I also realized, none of them even said their mothers. And seeing this panel right here, you see Claudia Jordan. I don't know who that is. Vivica A. Fox, she's through. Lisa Ray, she's very through. And Selena Johnson, another through. And this is what Esau has done to these women. And this is a clear example of how not to govern your life, not to look up to. But they keep allowing these women. They keep these women around and give them a little something, a little gift, so they can come up, get on a panel and talk a little shit, and that make it seem like it's so empowering. But you can clearly see it's just going to what they look like. Cause they want you to be, cause they know they failed, they know they're a loser, they know that they're a scumbag, and they want you to be in the same stead, because it tells you in the scripture that women have become. Esau really put our women against each other. They made them jealous of each other. It was a scripture that just came to my mind, but I'm gonna get that real quick. Woman that is jealous. So it says, Sirach 26:6, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and a scourge of the tongue which communicateth with all. So Esau, Slaki. Come on, man. Yo, why the fuck does it do that, man? Damn.
Everyone's been talking.
Oh yeah, I remember what I wanted to say, call lawyer about Shem Shah. But going to Willie Lynch, that was one thing that they wanted to do as well. It's cause ruckus and confusion amongst the old and the young. So now what you see is the older woman battling with the younger woman, and the older man is battling with the young man. Bunch of confusion. All social constructs that Esau has put in place to destroy our people.
About the new Wawa burgers, but since you showed up
And I'm
with
gonna
a
let this
smoky
video
barbecue
play.
bacon cheeseburger, the Chipotle.
Salaki.
Information at all. Recently, I had one lady here who commented about the Ari Fletcher situation. She didn't really like that I was talking about the way Ari Fletcher was sitting up there eating chicken and licking every single finger. Hey, Latasha, and thank you for commenting, but Latasha, she didn't understand how it was unladylike. Her argument was that was a common practice amongst everybody. All I gotta say about that one is all the people that you know that sit up there eating like cavemen, they need to be domesticated. They're moving around like wild animals. Let's say everyone went to the bathroom and didn't wash their hands. Will that make it acceptable? Or will that just make everybody nasty for lacking basic cleanliness? You know, a long time ago, young girls learned etiquette from their mothers. And some mothers even sent their daughters to an etiquette class or school. They learned how to eat at a dinner table, how to properly set a table. It's very sad, but a lot of modern women don't even know how to set a dinner table properly. It's really a shame how so many women lack basic knowledge on how to carry themselves as women. They did not get those lessons, and that's why a lot of women, they also have a hard time with the lessons that I have here. They never heard a woman tell them this. Things they should have learned in the second grade, in middle school, in high school. They never got those lessons. So now you have them as grown women. They're in their first, second, and even third decade of adulthood, and they don't know things. And a lot of them don't know these things because these old
Teaching that mindset, single and independent, really has destroyed these women, because now they have to work, and now they have to battle life as if they're a man. Now they gotta the things that men are supposed to have the mindset to do. Now women have to put on that mindset. So by the time they get home, they don't have time to tend with their kids. They're angry. They're battling against. They're out there with men. They seeing all types of shit that they ought not to even see. Men having the minds that we've been geared to have. We're able to battle those things that we see. But women, so that really just messes up these women. And again, they had to bring all that they saw outside. Another thing too is, women has been taught to hate men. So now they're out there with men and seeing how men really act. That make them hate them even more. They see how they deal with women. How certain men have multiple women, and then these women out here with this old selfish mindset. They don't, they come back, they take it out on their kids. They just angry. They don't have a man. They got to face reality on their own. So they don't even have time to think. So these women are messed up, man. And again, this is all because Esau prepared the society and set the society to be ran like this, so it can be a bunch of confusion to bring in that new world order.
Force didn't teach them. And then you have women that's just like this situation right here, popping their thought pockets, talking about, yeah, those young girls can't do this, or they can't prepare a basic meal. Well, they don't know how to do it for the 40 and 50-year-old women. They don't know how to do it because y'all didn't teach them. You didn't teach your daughters. You didn't teach your granddaughters. Y'all told them they don't even know how to cook or clean for a man, that they'll be giving up the cow or the milk or whatever crazy stuff y'all say. And then at the same time, behind their backs, they'll be setting out a plate for a younger man, offering up cakes and cookies and whatever else they got over there, if you know where I'm going. But they told you not to cater to a man, all while trying to get attention from the same men that will prefer you over her, the ones that may mess around with her, but they'll be more likely to settle down with you. That's what they don't want.
All through. And this is the result of looking up to Hollywood, your celebrities, these so-called black women that are put on all these platforms for you to for you to lead these women, because really at the end of the day, these women really have nobody to look up to. And again, this facade that get money, get the bag, and they act like they show these girls on TV as if they're getting money. They're getting the bag. These fake ass wigs on their head. Nobody's natural. All this fucking cake up, fake up. They put these women on these platforms to mislead these women into the same shit that you see that these older bitches are talking about. And they know they fucked up, man, and they know there's no coming back from that, and it grieves them in their heart. But oh well, you're a widow, you're old. You had anything about it? You had many husbands. You had many men that that you could have followed, stuck with, you know. Women not having no problem solving skills, no again, and these women talking about you can't judge and all this. Hey, I mean, hey, it is what it is. This was all to your demise. Now you younger women and you women that know that you're a Hebrew Israelite. These are examples of not how to think. Going into the video I just did, being mental strong. This is something that you have to understand. Like, yo, you look up to these people, you look up to the ways of Esau. This is the outcome: broken women. And that, again, going back to this money thing. For the love of money is the root of all evil, and many people have pierced themselves with many sorrows. So to try to live this fake ass single black woman, strong black woman, and even going with the so-called Puerto Rican woman, because a lot of times where I speak, I mean, it's all the tribes, but me mainly being around Judah and Ephraim women, I've seen they really put that strong, independent woman shit on the so-called black woman and the Ephraim woman, and when you and me seeing and Salaki, the so-called Judah being the top tribe, and then Ephraim being the top tribe of the Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom look up to Ephraim. So, and me being here in Virginia, you see a lot of Northern Kingdom women. They are taking the same mindset. I'm seeing a lot of strong ass Northern Kingdom women out here lately, man. So let the video play. Salaki.
No matter whether or not people like to acknowledge it, when it comes to single women in the dating market, no matter if you're young or old, you're all competition. And people with this type of mindset, they're hoping that their competitive advantage is knowing how to do all the things that they didn't teach you how to do. Younger women, Think about it. These older women out here competing with their daughters now, and some even competing with their granddaughters, which is a shame in itself because you're supposed to be enjoying life with granddaddy right now and living the retired life together with him, spending time with your grandkids and your great grands from time to time. Not out here dating, trying to get the attention of your daughter's boyfriends or your granddaughter's boyfriends. Y'all are so jealous of the younger women because you fumbled your whole life and now you want your daughters to fumble their lives too. A lot of them give themselves away. They'll say things like, I'll give the younger girls a run for their money. It's a competitive mindset.
Yeah, and going back to the Willie Lynch, it tells you how they knew that the so-called black woman was a group. I always say this when you read the book of Willie Lynch, it tells you how they knew the so-called black woman was very good for economics, and they knew that she would break her offspring, and that's why these boys are messed up, and that's why the so-called black woman, these little black girls are messed up because of their mothers. And like I said, truth is the light. I mean, the hell with all this shit. You know, people, oh, that's a woman. Man, fuck all that. You know, we're in those times where, yo, just as you judge the man, just as you judge harshly these men, you women gonna get judged. So there's gonna be a lot of you women that's gonna be put to fucking death out here. There was one more
Did you
thing
know
I
you can
wanted to say.
receive free cell
but,
phone
yeah,
service?
oh well.
That's right, thanks to the government's Affordable Connectivity Program.
That older women have when it comes to younger women. But yeah, they're so jealous of the younger women. They fumble their whole lives. They want the daughters to do the same. They're so selfish, bitter, unhappy. And the reason why they want the younger women to make the same mistakes is because they need company. You have to understand that a lot of them are
They're
selfish,
saying misery loves company.
bitter, unhappy, and they have to keep their daughters single in order to be able to have some type of companionship. These are also the same selfish thought pockets who most of them didn't even raise their own kids. They didn't raise their sons or their daughters. They left them over with their parents or left them with other people. That's how selfish they are. They didn't take care of their kids, but they do know that they're going to expect for their kids to take care of them as they age. Again, for the younger ladies out there, beware of these older women who see you as competition. The older single women, they are competing with you. And then for women in general, all women, not just the younger ones or the older ones. Beware of single women who are also keeping you single as well. Think about it. None of y'all don't have a man, but you all want the same man. That's why I don't believe you should be getting advice from your single friends. Single women can't tell you how to do anything but be single. I know you rebels don't like what I say, or you like to say pick me and all this other stuff. And I have to remind you, I'm not trying to get picked for anything. I was chosen a long time ago. I've been off the market. So listen, I'm not your problem. I'm not your competition. And I'm also not here just to say what men want to hear. Not only am I giving you my opinion and my values and everything that I've learned that's worked for me, which is why I was able to get the man that I want, but I'm telling you, younger women, that you can have that too. But you're allowing your competition to sabotage you. Again, I'm not your problem. I'm not out here trying to be recognized. I'm not competing with you. If you want to see that video that Alluring sent in, the link is below in the description. But let's go ahead and get the conversation started here. Why is it that you believe that young women are not able to see that they're being sabotaged? And for the older women who are not like this, have you noticed any of this in your peers? Special thank you to Delvon. I appreciate you for your support. As well as our sister Trey Shell, the brothers Dark Power, Sir Shy, Barry, I appreciate you, brother, as well. And I can't forget to shout out Nuke. I appreciate all of you. Want to see more content like this? You can.
We'll end it with this. So it says Titus 2 and 3. The aged woman likewise. Hold on real quick. So yeah, Titus 2 and 1. But speak the other thing which becomes sound doctrine. So this is sound doctrine. This is order. That the aged men be sober, grave, temperate, sound in faith, in charity, in patience. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, that's women heavily, not given to much wine, teachers of good things, that they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet. chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of Yahweh be not blasphemed. You see that? But since there's no order in the family, men don't even like as a man, you can't trust these women because we live in a society where these women have all the power to destroy you as a man. I mean, a woman. You don't even got to do nothing to a woman. And it could be a woman that said hi to you. You don't have to respond, and she can get in her feelings, and she can go to the court, the magistrate office, the clerk office, if I'm not mistaken. Put a put a warrant out on your arrest. Say you did something, and they will come lock you up. and even if they find out it was nothing, so what? Oh well, the courts made their money. The courts made their money, And this is the society that we live in. But this was, again, this and through all of this, the uprooting of the family, destroying the man's image that Esau have done. Now, it's just an all-out shame of you can't. When we bring forth these scriptures, man, it's like people don't even want to hear them because now it's so, because what Esau, the pain and the catastrophe that Esau have done to the man and the woman. Now the scriptures people don't even want to hear these things. And you bring again, if you talk about homosexuality, everybody's down with it. But when you talk about a man and a woman, you're going to hear 1,000, 2,000 indifferences. But that just shows you what Esau have done to these people on the earth. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.